What is up, YouTube? MD14 back here again. Once again, I do apologize for my voice, as the time of this recording, I am still dealing with this stupid cold that refuses to go away. But that will not stop me to give you my review of Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown by Ubisoft. Once again, I would like to thank Ubisoft for giving me the opportunity to review this game. And make sure all of you leave a like and also leave your comments down below on what you think of this review, and if you're going to be trying out the demo, which is now available now on your console or basically your platform of choice. But we're diving deep into the long-awaited Prince of Persia series with The Lost Crown by Ubisoft. After 13 years of a hiatus and a promise of a remake happened that is now in the reboot phase, we are given The Lost Crown, and we're going to dive in to see how this game plays, if it's something that fans will be really happy with, and just tackling the mysteries of this gameplay and discover the hype that is behind this game. The Lost Crown marks a bold departure from its predecessor, transitioning from the familiar 3D landscapes to the side-scrolling adventures, which is basically what Prince of Persia started off on. If you don't realize, when the first Prince of Persia came out way back in those old computer days, when it basically came with your computer for you to test out, it was a side-scroller game, and Prince of Persia kind of went back into that style, making it into a Metroidvania style of game with different spikes and traps and different platforms you have to avoid and everything. But this game definitely embraces the 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania style. The Lost Crown features a singular interconnected map with shortcuts to other areas, which eventually you can get with different abilities, or if you know how to do it, you can do that as well. The design definitely stands out, offering a welcoming introduction to puzzling platforms that progressively evolves into challenging scenarios. It's a roller coaster of difficulty that keeps players engaged and invested in mastering the game's mechanics. This is definitely something that I can see that after you play the game for the first time, that it might even encourage speedrunners. In fact, when I was talking to the producer of this game, that is something that they are hoping that people who play the game will actually get into the speedrunning of this game. They want to see it, they encourage it. So speedrunners, this game is for you. Stepping into the shoes of Sargon, a warrior leading the Immortals. Well, I don't know if he's really leading. I don't really know who's leading this group, to be honest, because this group is just a superhuman group out to protect the prince and everything, and there's a big twist that happens in the game, which you'll learn very quickly, especially if the demo is pretty much a demo that I played a couple weeks back. While fans might initially miss the classic Prince of Persia, Sargon charismatic acrobatic sword fighting and leadership brings a breath of fresh air to the series. There's definitely some great character growth from him as well, and it's just a nice fresh of coat of paint, that's for sure. The combat system is basically where this game stands out, offering a mixture of fun, challenge, and satisfying pairing system that gets even better when you get different power-ups. The cool thing about this game is that there is a guided and also exploration mode. So if you just wanted to focus on the story, there's a guided mode where it'll actually have the icon where you wanted to go next, where you should be going next on your main story. But if you just I don't want any assistance in that, I want to explore the game how I want to explore it, you can also do that as well, which is something very very cool. I know that Ubisoft brought that feature to Avatar, and it's really cool that they have it here as well for this game. Another cool thing with the options in this game is that the difficulty settings. There's many difficulty settings in this game, and one that it's kind of neat that I never think I've seen a main storyline game have this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave your comments down below. That you can actually have a customized option. So you can either pick, easy, normal, hard, very hard settings, or you can customize it yourself where you can change the environment, the parry timing, the damage that enemies giving you. So you can actually fine tune the game just how you want. More about the customization. Customization takes the center stage of players upgrading their health, attack power, amulet slots. The amulet grants special abilities, which you'll have to choose wisely. One example is that if you parry an enemy, it will actually build up meter for your special attack, which is pretty cool. And basically, it's like a risk and reward type of scenario where there'll be some amulets you're like, man, I really want this one, but you don't have enough slots to hold on, which you can upgrade slots up to a point as well. But you have to basically you're picking your favorite things. You're like, you can only break 3 of your favorite things, or 2 of your favorite things, or sometimes even 1 of your favorite things, and you'll have to choose wisely depending on the scenario as well. This is definitely a lovely addition to this game, and I really had a lot of fun picking and choosing the amulets that grant, once again, it's grant special abilities. So make sure you choose wisely. The addition of the to the iconic time rewind mechanic is back as well. It's kind of funny that you don't really get that ability, even though they show in the trailer. You don't get that ability like deep into the game. Actually, I would say not fairly deep into the game, but a good chunk of that when you're playing the game, you're like, wait a minute, am I supposed to be able to turn back time a little bit? You don't actually get that until far in the game. I kind of found here, which is kind of ironic because I was having so much fun with the combat system, and then you're like, oh wait, I also get this as well. This is such a welcoming addition to the pacing of this game, because I feel like you're just like, oh wait, I can do this ability, I forgot. Oh wait, I can do that ability. Really cool mechanic and the pacing that Ubisoft have laid out here for us. So that was a really cool inclusion as well. Going along the map, you'll see a tree called a whack whack tree that serves more than the save points, but it's also where you could upgrade your amulets or choose your different special abilities, special attacks basically. You also have different guests that might pop up on it as well, which is very captive, and actually brings out the history of what the story's being told here, because they do take elements of things that are true and basic of the history that they're trying to tell here. Now, of course, the history's not accurate or anything like that, but think of Immortals Phoenix Rising, where they took people and elements that were real and spoken of, but they just did their own twist to it. Think of this is what Prince of Persia is doing as well. As for the art style is really cool, giving a arcade type of style with the cinematics, and in a serious tone, but it's not realistic or anything, but it's a perfect blend as for artistic style. As for the music, don't let the trailer fool you with the rap music, which was fine and everything, but the music is actually composed by Gareth Cooker. If that is a name that you're not too familiar with, you will definitely be familiar with his name, as he was the composer of the Ori series, and the game is the music is absolutely amazing. You'll definitely be enjoying it along your journey along this game, and it definitely ramps up, especially when you're battling against certain enemies or certain bosses as well. You start to feel the epicness of everything. As for the boss battles, it is not for the faint of heart, delivering a welcoming difficulty throughout. If you learn the different patterns of the bosses, guess what? Throughout their fight, they will also do a nice little twist, and they might change it up on you. So be on your toes, definitely. The cool thing is, if you were to perish while battling with these bosses, there's a retry option right there that throws you right back in, which is great. Once again, you can choose between exploration and guided mode, catering to both story-focused players and to those who seek more free-form experience. The ability to customize settings, providing flexibilities, letting players tailor to the gameplay challenge to their own preference, let them experience it the way they want to. If you're wondering about how long the game takes, or like how many hours you'll be having in this game, you'll be getting around 24 to like 28 hours, depending on your pace and like side missions, how many you do, and or you just focus on the main missions, or how many trials it takes. You're roughly getting like a 24 to 28 hour gameplay, which is a great amount, especially for this type of game. And once again, I cannot wait to see those who try to break records and everything. The presentation is top notch with a smooth 60 frames. I did play this on PC, but Ubisoft did promise to have this game running at 60 frames across all platforms like Nintendo Switch, Xbox, even on Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and PC as well. If you're running this on like a 40, if you're running this like on a 4080 like I am, you're getting frames like, if you have like uncapped frames, you're getting like 388 frames, like some ridiculousness, but you're easily getting 60 frames for this game, which is absolutely amazing. It doesn't take much to run this game on PC as well. So if you don't have a super strong PC, you'll be able to run this game. As I will put check out the specs on my written review as well. In conclusion, Prince of Persia is more just in a game. It tries to return to a beloved series. I know a lot of people wanted the remake of 3D platformer, but this game is not to be overlooked. This is actually, I find, a welcome addition to the Prince of Persia series. It gives a fresh coat of paint to the series, and honestly, I kind of want a little bit more from this from this style of Prince of Persia game. Ubisoft has not only met the exceeding expectations, but it brings a lot of uniqueness and captivating experience to kick off the 2024 gaming season. The same way how I found Hi-Fi Rush was a big surprise to everyone to kick off the year for 2023, of the greatness of all those games that came out in 2023, I feel like Prince of Persia is doing the same thing here, and taking charge of the 2024. I feel like Prince of Persia is doing the same of that as well, and hopefully I'm right as well based off of that. But if not, we had a great start to 2024 with Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Do not miss out on this game. There's a demo available right now for you to test out. Available right now on your platforms. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Do not miss out on this gem. Thank you for joining me on this in-depth review. If you want to see my written review where I go a little more in depth, check the link down. Check this link in the description. Once again, huge thanks to Ubisoft for letting me check this game out. I highly recommend it. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, as it does help me out. It lets me to continue to do what I truly love. And as always, everyone, have yourself a damn good one.